Guess what just landed on my table? Oops, sorry. No, not my kitten, but the brand new Singer SE9185 sewing and embroidery machine. Hi everyone, I'm Sonali Priya, your favorite Darzi on Instagram, trying to be your favorite Darzi on YouTube, a fashion designer and blogger, a full-time cat mom, and a part-time math and Spanish teacher. I've been working with a Singer sewing machine since the past 6 years now. The first machine I ever bought with my own money, the Singer M3505, and it has never disappointed me. Obviously, though, like any Indian kid, I learned how to sew on these traditional OG sewing machines, which I borrowed from my nanny and worked my way up to these automatic machines. So, when Singer sent me this very fancy embroidery machine, I thought why not make this a cute little unboxing video which tells you what to expect when you buy a new machine and how to set it up. Alright, let's get started. This is how the box is delivered to you and how it looks like from all four sides. The top of the machine comes with all the accessories printed on it, everything that is inside the box. When we first open the box, we'll find some papers inside it, like the instruction manual with every little detail of every little piece in it, a little setup guide for the embroidery software, and a free 30-day trial for the software. Moving on to what's underneath these pages is a 6.7 by 4 inch embroidery hoop for very fun freestyle embroidery. And tucked into these little spaces are the little tools and accessories that are included in the box. I recommend unboxing this box really carefully because this stuff can be very delicate. And here she is, my gorgeous SA9185. This machine comes with an extension table, a great feature if you're working with long and heavy fabrics. You can just attach it to the machine by removing the secret compartment where you can store all of the little stuff like pressure foods, bobbins, some thread, screwdrivers, etc. Here's how you attach it. Just push it inside the machine until you hear the sound click. Next comes this little bag of tools and accessories. Seeing all of these tools together at once can be a bit intimidating, I know, but don't worry, I'll walk you through it. First is of course this pack of 5 needles which are flat on one side and round on the other. Next, you've got your 4 transparent bobbins. Then this quilting guide for straighter lines. We also have 3 spool caps of different sizes which help you keep your thread in place. Next, a little small felt pad. Next, a vertical spool pin or a thread holder if you may. A brush to clean out all the dust that gets caught up in the small areas of the machine, which is dreadful to clean. Then this multi-purpose round screwdriver, a proper screwdriver for the machine, a seam ripper or a opener, and lastly the stylus pen for the 7-inch touchscreen on your machine. Also in the box is the foot control pedal and the power cord to plug the machine in. Now onto the pressure feet. This is the embroidery foot for very fun free motion sewing and embroidery. Next is the buttonhole foot, which, like the name says, helps you sew the holes for your buttons. This is the button foot, which sews the buttons on your fabric. This is the zipper foot, great for sewing perfect zippers, can also be used for piping or picot as you say it. This is the blind hem foot, which is a bit special. It lets you sew right along the hem edge and provides you with invisible stitches. Then the satin stitch foot for closed zigzag stitches or decorative stitches. And last but not the least, this is the all-purpose sewing foot that I use 90% of the time, works on almost all of the fabrics and has a wide slot so the needle can move easily. So let's plug our machine in and turn it on. And ta-da! There it is, it's on! Singer really said we got you when they made this machine. It's got 457 stitch applications, 200 embroidery designs, a USB port to load your designs, a large 7-screen touchscreen interface, and so much more. Alright, moving on. To thread our machine, I'm just grabbing some bright thread and putting it on my machine with the spool cap. You can also put it in vertically. Now, let's wind our bobbin. First, you're going to put the thread down. Then take some thread out, pass it around this little hook right here and then inside this little gap. Then around this little circle thingy, and once you're done with that, just pull the thread a bit and wind it onto your bobbin a few times. Then insert it here. Move it to the right, and once you do that, your machine will automatically detect that you're winding the bobbin. Just press on the foot pedal now and there you go. If you'll notice, this is going really slow. That is because your machine has a speed control button. If you move it to the right, the speed of your machine will increase, which will make the bobbin go a lot faster. Once your bobbin is fully loaded, move it to the left, take it out and bring it to the left of the machine where you can cut off the thread at this little blade right here. Now, you've got a fully loaded bobbin. Moving on to how to thread the machine, we just have to follow this little number map on the machine. Go through this little hook, inside the little space at number 2, bring it down at number 3, take a U-turn at number 4, pass it through this little hole at number 5 and down at number 6 again. After number 6, you floss it through this little space right here, bring down the automatic needle threader using this button on your machine. Once it's down, pass your thread through this little V thingy and then leave the button. Now, you've got a little loop of thread inside the needle. Pull on it and you're done threading your machine. Most sewing machines need a bobbin case to insert the bobbin into the machine, but this machine does not. Just push this arrow button, put your bobbin in, and follow these little arrows. Once that is done, the little blade at the end will trim off the rest of the thread and you can put the lid right back on. Now, you can start stitching. Here we go. I'm just hemming one of my mom's pants which she has been asking me to do since forever. While doing that, if I want my needle to go up or down, I can use this needle button on the machine and it will bring out the needle without you accidentally breaking it. Now that I'm done hemming these pants, I want to lock my stitch in, for which I'll use this U-turn button on my machine. It makes my machine stitch backwards, locking the stitch in. And when I want to stop sewing and cut my thread, I use the inbuilt scissors, which is great because it saves time and you don't have any loose threads. Your machine is now all set to use. But the most interesting part about this machine is its ability to embroider literally any design. So if you want to see how it does that, check out my next video and don't forget to hit these 3 buttons before you go out. See you in the next video. Bye!